Have you ever walked away from a conversation with a complete stranger and thought, whew, that was nice. I'm really glad that I did that. What if that happened more often? What if you could even manifest it? I know I do. I do it all the time. And honestly, it's changed my life more often than anything else. In my opinion, there are three main reasons why you would want to open these doors with strangers in the first place. One of them benefits you, one benefits them, and one benefits you both. Now, of course, when it benefits you, that's obviously amazing. We all want to feel like something was just for us. For me, I think of something that happened over 11 years ago. My then girlfriend and now wife and I were at Five Guys eating lunch and we saw an elderly couple blowing straw wrappers at each other. It looked like they were on a first date. And when we got up to leave, we walked past them, just said hi in passing, made a comment on how cute they looked. Turned out they had been married for over 60 years. Just before we left, the old man leaned in and he said, "Can I give you guys a piece of advice?" And of course we said, "Sure." He said, "Say I love you every day. Because if you don't say it today, you're not going to say it tomorrow, and then the next day, and then the next thing you know, you're divorced. You can go to bed angry, but go to bed angry while in love." To this day, my wife and I reference that old man, and we have never missed an "I love you." A simple hello turned into relationship-altering advice that has lasted over 12 years. What he did was incredible. He took his life experience and he transferred it to us. Another example, one time I literally changed my entire job because I commented on someone's shirt. I was working at Target, a gentleman was getting groceries, I saw a Spider-Man shirt, all I did was compliment him on it. Long story short, I wound up quitting my job at Target, working for him in the comic book industry, and now, 11 years later, I consider that man to be a great friend. Small, innocent comments made in passing being turned into life-changing moments. Imagine what that could mean for you. Hypothetical situation. Suppose you love shoes. You see somebody out on the street, you see they're wearing a pair of shoes you like. Go tell them that you like them. Maybe they're the designer of those shoes. You have no idea. They look at you, they like your personality, they recognize your passion, and they offer you a job. The odds of that happening are very slim, but if you hadn't been friendly enough to put yourself out there in the first place, the odds would have been zero. Now, of course, it's not always about you. Sometimes it's about them. Take the shoe example that I just gave. Imagine you walked up to somebody, you complimented their shoes. You got nothing out of it, but what you did do was brighten their day. Maybe you're the only positive thing to happen to that person that day, and they then take this newfound good mood and transfer it over to somebody else. A random, unasked for half a compliment said in passing turns into a pay-it-forward ripple effect style of positivity. You did that, you have no idea that you did that, and you will never know the results of that interaction. But isn't it at least worth a try? The best kind of interaction with a stranger is when it benefits you both. You meet, you get along, you go about your business, or you meet, you get along, you exchange information and something more happens, or you meet, you don't get along, and then that's one less human you gotta worry about. Now, regardless, you both get something out of that experience. For a brief moment, you weren't alone. You may learn something new, gain a new friend, get life-changing advice, or it was just an interaction, but regardless, it was still a human connection. And that connection is the very thing that makes us, well, human. So go out of your way to be kind to someone, even if it's just saying hello. For all you know, that hello might mean the world to them. Be that person for them and give them the opportunity to be that person for you. Now, I do recognize the stretch in some of what I'm saying. I know that the odds of a lot of these things happening are nowhere near 100%. But one thing I do know is this. People are overwhelmingly willing to give their opinion to complete strangers on race, religion, politics, whatever. But they have so much reservations when it comes to giving a compliment to a stranger. Why is that? I think it has to do with passion. Most people feel passion about intense subjects, so they're more willing to express their feelings about those subjects. What if we were passionate about ourselves, about each other? What if we could be the passion in the word compassion? What if we cared about others, tried to understand others, took care of our health, both physical and mental? What if we just took a step back, a deep breath in, and every morning said, what do I want to put out into the world today? We would be cared for, they would be cared for, and there'd be a lot more friends in the world. I can't speak on behalf of you, but I'm going to work very hard to make this happen. Make new friends and bring people together. Let me know what you think about that down in the comments. Stay happy, stay healthy, have a great day.